So recently we've been introduced to the character of June, who seems to be a homeless addict or someone living out of their car. And a lot of people have been pointing the finger at her like, hey, could this be Hayley's mom? I mean, she kind of talks like Hayley. And it's just one of those situations where, I mean, here's what I think. And this would be wild too. Jacob got Naomi to come down to the police station, knowing that she has a heart for helping the downtrodden. And remember, this is her job as an attorney. Basically, she's trying to help, or Jacob is like, look, I think you're the right person to help out someone who's down on their luck and is, getting beaten down by the system. So why don't you represent her? This would be an interesting contrast to the fact that when it came to representing the three women against her father for the inappropriate misconduct on the job by a male co-worker, she ended up taking the case, but it became an inner conflict of, am I doing this to pursue justice or to stick it to my dad for what he did to our family? That kind of thing. Basically, it was hypocritical to me because I still stand on her being completely out of pocket for going at her husband for arresting her mom because he was doing his job. Heck, even going so far as the wedding in episode 5 and 6 when Jacob wanted to, restrain Danny, but Naomi kept getting in the way. And it's like, I'm a cop. She has a gun pointed at people. Hey, this is my job. Don't stop me because it's my mom-in-law. It's like, what's going on? And yet, eventually she came around. But, she was taking out her anger towards her dad on her husband. And then it got to the point where it's like, oh, here we go. You're in a position where you want to abuse your position by under the guise of, oh, I want to represent these women because of justice and to ruin my father's company. And then she decided, nah, I can't do it. No, because my dad is vulnerable now because he has a medical thing. And it's like, no. Now, the interesting part is, what if she opts to take June on as a client, but in the midst of the, getting her case together and whatnot, she finds out that June is actually Hayley's mom. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I could be misquoting here because it's been a little bit of time. Because I'm thinking back to that scene at the diner between Hayley and Chelsea. But I recall Hayley stating that when her mom was pregnant with her, her dad walked out, so she never knew her father. Did her mom die when she was like in single digit numbers? I cannot remember. I can't remember what Hayley said happened to her mom. Either that she died or they aren't close. Naomi was her first real friend. She has no immediate family. But keep in mind, when you look at people like Hayley, she could be lying about her backstory. Let's just not forget that fact. Plus, it's a soap opera. So, one could wonder, if June is indeed her mom, she was one of those special cases of a kid who came from nothing, but either seduced her way to the top or utilized her, mind. Because remember, she was in law school alongside Naomi. So she is capable. Kind of like Candace Young from the Haves and the Have-Nots. That's the one thing I always, talked about that show in terms of just scratching my head. Why did it seem like almost every female character, at least on the younger side, was going to law school? You had Candace and Amanda, that's how they met. Then you had Melissa, who was going to law school. And then, of course, you look at, well, heck, even sisters. You got Andy, Fatima, yeah, and the list goes on. But when it comes down to it, June, maybe she got discarded by Hayley because Hayley's like, my mom's crazy and whatnot. And I just need to get away from her, so I'll just change my name and everything. And I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Hayley isn't her real name, or at least her maiden name wasn't real. So eventually, Naomi figures out that, wait a minute, your daughter is the one who claimed to be my friend and then ruined my family. So I wonder if Naomi, assuming June is her mom, what if Naomi finds out about who June is, her connection to Hayley, and then from there it's like, wait a minute, Hayley destroyed my mom. What if I could, I don't know, strike out on purpose so her mom goes down? I feel like this would be an interesting arc for her character if this is the route they choose to go down. So, with that being said, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe. Or June is just some random character. So, we'll find out soon enough.